Hello and welcome back to another episode of Reddit Cheating Stories. Sometimes, writing to the person who cheated on us can help. But is it always a good idea? And do you think this Redditor should send his letter or not? Tell us in the comment section. And if you like my videos, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the first story from Lemonian. An unsent letter to the ex who cheated on me and broke our 6-year-old relationship. Should I send it to her? I forgive you. I think everyone deserves to feel loved and to love. Choosing love is never a wrong choice. I think I was doing the same thing. I was choosing love, because I still loved you. And so were you, because you loved him. If I separate myself from the situation, it all makes sense. I am sorry for not loving you enough. You deserve the kind of love that you feel is right, not the kind that I feel is right. And the same applies to me. I think we were just compromising all this time. We were settling in love. Or at least I was. But you had the courage to break free. I am proud of you for that. Always choose love. Whatever it is for you, whoever you get it from. The way things ended wasn't that good. But I feel it would never have been good. We resist change. And it always hurts. Things would have progressively gotten more complicated, and if this happened later it would have been worse. The timing sucked, but all future timings would have sucked more. I won't lie, I was hurt, I am hurt. But that has nothing to do with you. I feel we hurt ourselves by expecting things. Once the attachment was gone, I didn't feel bad about what you did. And I feel you didn't feel bad too, because for you that attachment had ended a long time ago. It's sad that it ended, but hey, things happen. Could we have done anything to prevent this? Maybe. But there's no point in thinking about it now. I know you tried your best to give us a chance. You tried till the end to make it work. But at some point you couldn't. And things just fell apart. I just wish you had shared your struggle with me. I would have tried my best to help. But in the end, I feel this decision was something you had to take for yourself. I was never in that position where I allowed someone to love me, where someone chased me, where someone offered more love than I was getting from you. Who knows, maybe I would have chosen them too. I couldn't accept what happened for the longest time, but now I feel it's a very human thing. Everyone goes through this. Not that I condone it, but well, it's a part of life. I tried dating, but that just brought more realizations. I am not really very popular in the market anymore. And I don't have much to offer. You always did, so it's only fair that you found someone else. I won't give up though. I want to feel like I used to feel again, confident, attractive, smart. And I will work on myself for that, at my own pace. It might take long, but eventually I feel I can go back to being the person that girls would die for. And that excites me. I can't wait for that. I am grateful that you stuck with me for so long, despite all this. Thank you. But honestly, if I separate the pain, this was a great learning experience. I realized so much. Nobody cares. I have to solve my own problems. I have to find my own happiness. I have to become someone who gives out more love. The world is unfair, it has always been. I think I was shielded from that reality all this time. I feel being moral is a luxury. Right and wrong, good and bad, everything is relative. And it's okay to mess up at times. To choose what's good for you, and not care about whether it is right or wrong. Personally though, I am happy that I have high morals, even though that might make me a loser. I would love to hold on to those absolutes. I have learned to appreciate myself more these days. Good people are rare. And I might never find someone like me, but that's okay, you know? That makes me feel more special. As far as the collateral damage is concerned, I feel with time, everything will be forgotten if not forgiven. We will become just another story. But for that we have to write a better one for ourselves, going forward. You know I was stuck up with the idea of sleeping with someone else, just because you did and I didn't want to lose. But then, I realized that love was never about intercourse for me. I want to reserve that feeling. Someday I want to sleep with someone I truly love. And I am really hopeful, you know? It's idealistic and stupid, and it might never work out. But I no longer want to settle for less. I want to wait for that love I always dreamt of. An anime love story. I had forgotten this feeling of anticipation. It's such a nice feeling. I am hopeful again. Someday I will find the person of my dreams. She'll be as damaged as I am, she'll love anime, she'll love me as deeply as I love her, and she'll be hopelessly idealistic too. I can't wait to meet this woman. I don't know why I had stopped searching for her. Maybe because I was busy chasing others. I no longer want to chase people. I want to be chased. I want to be fought for. I want to be loved. And I never would have imagined this, if it wasn't for what happened. I have no regrets anymore, and I don't think you should have any either. Do what makes you happy. You are a fun person, don't lose your spark. Let go of your guilt and live your life to the fullest. I know you already are, I know you always will. Stay happy. But please don't reply to this. This is just me letting you go with all the love that I had. It's unfortunate that I can't be a part of your journey anymore, but I wish you luck, stranger. Love, Lemonian. This is the end of the letter. And before reading you the comment, let me tell you how this simple sketch may change your love life. There is a possible image of your true soulmate. And it can give you the answer you need in your love life and tell the full story of whom you should be with. Click the link in the description now to discover who your real soulmate is. And now let's go back to the video. Airy Fearless commented. I'm very sorry for what happened to you. Beautiful letter. I feel we all wished for someone to love us so deep as you expressed in your letter. Betrayal is shattering. Your real love is out there. Be patient. Heal. Don't lose hope in love. Travel if you can for a change of scenery. Take a tour if you can afford it, with other people around. It's a sad moment. But it's just part of life. Rejection is God's protection. So you have been protected by the universe. Best wishes. Don't send her the letter, she doesn't deserve your love. Psychological_RIP 587 commented. Don't waste your time on this. Move on with your life. Find a way to better every day. Tapi Mavendes commented. Blah, no. You can't forgive those who aren't sorry. Move on. Cap LaRue commented. Don't do it. What are you expecting this letter to accomplish? I think your letter would only reassure her that it was right to leave you. There is no way that she will like a weepy letter like this. Similar_corner 8081 commented. No, don't send it. If your presence and love for you wasn't enough to stop her from cheating, what difference is your letter going to make to her? You can forgive her and never speak to her again. Beneficial_@8446 commented. Nothing good will come out of it. Not to mention you swung too far in the other direction and nearly are thanking her for cheating on you. As you process further, you will separate your self-growth from this horrible situation from her abuse. Historical Movie 625 commented. No. It won't do any good. She won't care, and she will think you are an ass. Let it go. Sakuranavi 22 commented. No, don't send it. You poured your heart into that letter, use it as a release and close that chapter. None of your words will reach her now, so it's better to focus on yourself and follow through with what you wrote on there. Best of luck. Story number 2. Is this normal or cheating? My husband travels 3 days a week for work. Just found out he went to 2 different restaurants, Hooters-ish, with coworkers on his last trip. He did not tell me. I found out via recent searches on Google Maps. Does this qualify as cheating or am I overreacting? NoBid 8389 commented. Definitely not cheating to me, but it isn't my relationship. As mentioned, what are your boundaries, especially during business trips, if any? Are you okay with those types of restaurants and strip clubs, since that obviously came up? Deleted, commented. I've never thought to discuss those types of restaurants as I've assumed he would never, at least without telling me. My only other boundary on his trips has been to not go out to a meal alone with a female coworker. We haven't any issues with his travel until this. Serious Booty commented. It's not cheating, but you're also not overreacting. You are allowed to be uncomfortable with it and have boundaries in a relationship. You just need to express those boundaries to him, and if he continues to go even after you tell him it makes you uncomfortable, then you'll have a problem. If he's going with coworkers, it's easy for him to just say, sorry guys, I'll pass from now on, it makes my wife uncomfortable, and it's disrespectful to my marriage. He might get some problem for it, but all that should matter is that you guys are happy and have a healthy relationship. Phone Porn Addict commented. It's easy for him to just say, sorry guys, I'll pass from now on, it makes my wife uncomfortable, and it's disrespectful to my marriage. He can tell people he's going to pass, but the phrasing of that quote in particular would be a very awkward thing to say to someone in this context. I'd suggest discuss with him the necessity of going to Hooters in the first place. If it's a business lunch or dinner, especially one with clients or partners, he may feel it's important to the job and that he doesn't have much choice. Then help him come up with some good excuses to get out of it or strategy for suggesting venues that would be comfortable with. I do think that is overreacting by comparing this to cheating in the first place. It makes her uncomfortable, that's fine, but she needs to discuss that with her husband. Most people would not consider this to be a big deal, and likely her husband had no idea she would react so strongly. Serious Booty commented. I meant that he could easily say I'm good guys, see you later. If he's pressed for reasons or feels the need to explain further why he suddenly won't go, there's nothing wrong with telling someone it's disrespectful to your marriage. I guess it comes down to what you personally are comfortable telling someone, but I'd have no problem saying that to someone if they were pressuring me. To each their own. Also, if he's being required to go out to dinner at skimpy restaurants for his job, that's a whole new can of worms to open up. That sounds a bit outrageous. Phone Porn Addict commented. I was just referring to the quotations you put around it. I appreciate that you personally feel comfortable saying that, but it is an awkward thing to say in a business context. Whether you think it's outrageous or not, business meals at Hooters are not uncommon. If OP's insecurities are impacting her husband's ability to meet with certain clients or coworkers because she thinks going to a restaurant like Hooters is cheating, that's a much bigger can of worms. Ms_Skittle commented. I agree with you. In college, I worked at a bar and made more money from the business suit men on lunch meetings than I could possibly explain. Right or wrong, I think it happens a lot more than people would probably realize. This is @StupidyName0 commented. I would not call that cheating. It's a restaurant and the waitresses have boobs. They aren't topless. There are pretty waitresses at all different kinds of restaurants. If something more happened, then sure, it's cheating. Unless you have some crazy rule about which restaurants he can eat at, and it was well-established rule before he went there, simply going there was not cheating. If it truly bothers you, you can talk to him about it and set boundaries. Communication and boundaries are good for your relationship. That said, I don't think that's a boundary 95% of people would agree with. It's not a strip club or anything. Slow Blueberry 3669 commented. Are his co-workers all men that he's traveling with? I would have that conversation with him on what you consider as boundaries, so he's aware next time. Relationship trust is tested when one partner travels for work while faced with temptation. So communicate those boundaries before he travels again. Deleted, commented. It is our understanding that neither of us would ever go out to a meal alone with the opposite sex. He was with 2 male coworkers. I've never even had the thought to have the restaurant conversation, but clearly we've needed to. I have always believed he wouldn't do that, and that if he did, he would tell me. This throwaway 14 commented. Definitely not cheating. It could be violating boundaries if the two of you agree that he not go to a restaurant of this type. I don't see anything wrong with these places, but that is up to the two of you. Witty Cantaloupe 739 commented. Cheating is individualistic for everyone. No one can come on and tell you what's with, or not within the boundaries of your relationship. For me personally, this is not cheating. I considered cheating emotional, physical, strip clubs, etc. If he is a good husband, I would not worry about him eating out with some buddies on a work trip, but that is just my take. If it makes you uncomfortable, just talk to him about it. The _bearded_cyclist commented. Not cheating, and the fact you think it might be shows why he probably didn't tell you. Oak Cardiologist 2403 commented. They have some of the best burgers at Hooters, and they come served with nice buns. Oxy22 commented. To me, this is not cheating. My fiancé hangs out with his buddies at Hooters. And sometimes Twin Peaks, and he never fails to mention that he went there because we trust each other. I have told him the strip club is not where I would be comfortable with him going. So he respects that. You have got to communicate. And you also have to dig deep within yourself and ask yourself why something like this makes you uncomfortable. You know, there's always going to be someone better looking, smarter, sexier, wittier than you. And whether they're at Hooters or not, if that's what you keep focusing on, then you will eventually ruin your state of mind and your marriage. As long as there's no direct cheating involved, where he takes someone home, or if he's meeting up with a female frequently, then I don't see any problem with this. Evening Ad 7992 commented. So what's wrong with a strip club? Oxy22 commented. Naked chicks rubbing their parts on you and willing to do any sexual thing for money is disrespecting your so. Plus there's a lot more lusting after a naked chick at the club and easier to take her in the champagne room and bang her. Hooters chicks aren't there to get your money. They actually hate advances. Thank you for watching this far. When you have doubts or when someone cheated on you, it can destroy your self-confidence. And maybe over the years, you did not have time or energy to take care of yourself. As a result, you may have put on some extra pounds. So be sure to check the description box to get my #1 healthy weight loss recommendation. And if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Now for more Reddit cheating stories, make sure to watch one of these videos.
And if you want to receive a free sketch of your soulmate, click the link in the description now.